All right, Tony, let's go.
Alvin Bailey was suspended. What do you have to say about it?
Obviously, we dealt with that issue before, and I think it's, the league's protocol to make their decision, and they did, and we'll move on from there.
Hugh, when you see, I know you have your own issues here, but when you look at Buffalo and Rex talking about his job security and he's only a game under 500, do you give that any thought? You just to remind you how tough a business you're in?
I mean, it's a tough business. It's not for everybody, and it's hard. But he's a good football coach, and I'm sure he understands their situation there, and I don't think it'd be fair for me to comment on that. That's it? All right. Way to go, Peter.
We even asked you about the Bills' D-line and the Bills' pass rush. How challenging is that group? You talked about all the changes on your line and the issues with pass protection. So how do you size that matchup?
It's very challenging. They have good players. Marcel Darius, and the rest of the group, the linebackers, Brown, and they're good. We have great respect for them. But again, it's like that every week when we play. We play against good fronts week in and week out, and that's just the way it's going to be in a National Football League. They're good at what they do. They'll be home. They do a lot of different things that confuse offensive lines. But, like I've said to everybody, they can only put 11 out there, so we're going to have to block them. At the end of the day, we got to do it better than they do it. So that's the challenge.
How did Tremont look at his first safety action?
He did a good job. He's comfortable back there. He's just transitioning to another role. I keep calling him old man. And he goes out there and he competes with these young guys like you wouldn't believe. So he's done a good job last week. He's had a good week of practice. So I'm looking forward to watching him play back there.
What do you see from Tyrod Taylor when you watch him on film, and what challenges does he present your defense?
Well, he's very talented. He can throw the ball. I remember my days competing against him when he was in Baltimore. And now he's a starter. He's a very talented passer and obviously a very talented runner, and he has a lot of weapons around him. So he presents a tremendous challenge because he's like any of the guys who are quarterbacks who can run and throw. He has that ability, and he's not just a runner. He's a very dynamic runner. So you got to know where he is at all times, and you have to account for him. So, he brings a different dimension than some other quarterbacks we've played against.
In that regard, the ability to run in that, and the fact that you have RG3 on your team, does that help you prepare for a guy like that?
Well, we have to prepare for their scheme. It's not just him. You also have Shady McCoy and Sammy Watkins and the tight end Clay and a host of other guys. So, it's good to know that we have a guy that runs around a little bit too, but, their styles are a little different, But, again, he's done a good job for him. I'm sure there's, a lot of people say there's plays he wish he had back, but I don't think there's not a quarterback in the league that doesn't wish that. So he's done a good job for him thus far. They're the best rushing team in football, and he has a lot to do with that.
It's out there that 4 teams try to claim Darius Jackson off waivers. What did you guys like about him? What's the attraction?
His versatility, he's he obviously can catch the ball, can run with the ball, and he's been a contributor on special teams. So we're always trying to find young talent that can do more than one thing, that can play a different role on our team than just a traditional running back, and he has that skill set.
Good.
Thank you.